Okay, guys, we'll be starting soon, and I'm trying to copy out one of the links, but it's taking quite some time. Okay, I think it's loaded up now. Okay, so it's loaded up. So good day, everyone. Welcome, everyone. It was, I think, it has to do with Facebook and stuff, but hopefully it's sorted out now. Welcome to today's Crypto Capital Show, which is the weekly series we hold, and we hold them once every Sunday. Once every Sunday. So this is a secret we hold once every Sunday. Welcome, everybody. So let's get started today. So obviously, if you've been joining the Crypto Capital Show, this is not your first time being in the weekly Crypto Capital Show we hold every Sunday, and right here on YouTube, also automatically streamed to three other platforms where we're connected on, which is Twitter and Tether.tv, um, Facebook, and also Twitter X platform directly from YouTube as well. So obviously, if this is your first time, basically the Crypto Capital Show is um, a weekly series which we host once every week to with the main goal of raising the next set of billionaires from the present bull run that we are in. So we give detailed informations, exclusive offers, trainings and teachings and explanations that you could literally utilize and start making money for yourself, even while we anticipate more money to be made over time. So if you are joining the Crypto Capital Show for the first time, it is because you have been gifted by Mother Earth or Mother Nature to become one of the billionaires that is going to emerge in this season and this period in the year 2024 and 2025 as well. So let's get right on to today's series and today's session. So this is our 17th episode. So that means we've had 16 episodes prior to now, and this is the 17th episode. And today is Team Crypto Secrets. Crypto Secret, that is what today's topic is about. And I'm going to basically be giving us about three powerful secrets that was going to help you scale in your journey involved in cryptocurrencies. Most of us know the potential involved in cryptos. Most of us have seen the potential. Most of us have heard the potential. Most of us understand the potential. But it seems like the more you look, the less you see. It seems like it's far from you to be able to get to that point where you're going to make the kind of money you want to make. It is the problem of so many persons. So basically, what I'm going to share, what I'm going to teach is going to help put majority of us and you guys on the right pedestal to move from being move from experiencing the more you look the less you see to a point whereby you start having the fruits of when people be like they are when people be like they are having results, you're seeing them getting results, they are making so much progress in coming guys. They're making so much progress in cryptos, and it seems like you are not making as much as there, and you feel a bit confused. You feel a bit asking yourself, is there something else they are doing that you aren't doing that is quite different from what they are doing? Now, I think this session is basically going to help you to address that and open your eyes to what is and what isn't, what is important and what is not important for you to know what to do and what not to do as well. So let's go into what we have. Let me see if I can make my own part a bit smaller to the next slide. So, secret number one. Number one secret is the keyword that says timing is everything. Timing is everything. Number one secret is the word timing is everything. When it comes to the world of investment, when it comes to the world of trading, timing is everything. Timing is everything. Now, the difference between um, a situation whereby you could have people who are somebody you could have one project, and in that same project, somebody is making, let's say we are 10 of us, we all invested in a particular project, and we all invested $100. And one of us, despite the fact that we all invested the same amount of money, which is $100, we will not have the same result. There are some of us that's going to make 10,000%, 1,000%, sorry, which is 10x. So your $100 is giving you $1,000. Then somebody else is going to make $500 from that same project. That means your $100 is giving you $500. Someone else is going to make $5,000, which is 50x, 5,000% from that same project. Another person is going to make 10,000%, which is 100x from that same project. And then another person is going to make another person is going to make somewhere around just 200%. So their $100 has given them about $200 to $300. It is the same project, the same amount of capital each person invested, but the question you ask is why are they having different results? Why are they making different amount of money, despite that all of them are investing the same amount of money? The difference is timing. Timing is everything. How early or late you are to investing in a particular project, taking position on the right project, um, actualizing, implementing knowledge received in the crypto space, in the Web3 space, is going to determine how much profit you make. It's not about the person who's giving the information. It's about how early you are to the information. Because it's the game of timing is everything. Timing is everything. The earlier you understand that, the better it's going to be for you. And it's just like, I think I was talking something about the other day. I made a post, and the post I made about was consigning Shiba Inu. And I said most of us who got involved in Shiba Inu in 2020, a couple of us were angry because it was going down in value. Shiba Inu dropped below 50% to like 90%, below 99, 90%, but 99%. When you see that much angry, some people sold off their coins. Some most majority of our tokens turned to dust. But guess what? Those who were able to, some people saw opportunity, some people got in at that dust level, and both those who got in early and held through, and those who got in at what I call the sweet spot, both people made the maximum gains you saw, which happened in 2021, where a lot of people, apart from myself, a lot of people were sharing their testimonies concerning what Shiba Inu did for them. Now, this most of people are in this category. Now, somebody might come online and say their $100 gave them $50,000 from Shiba Inu. Some say their $100 gave them $20,000. Some say their $100 gave them 800, $80,000. There's no lies. The difference in each of them is timing. Maybe you're being told to get involved in this thing now. Do not wait for, some people want to get involved in information, get involved in stocks when it is late, when they have, let's say they've made money from the bull run. At that time, they want to start maybe paying for information. No, that is the wrong time. Why? Because you would have, when people are making 100x, making 200x, making 300x, you will be making uh maybe 10x or 5x. You won't be making the kind of gains you are supposed to be making. So understand that in the crypto space, in the world of investment generally, not just even the crypto space, when it comes to investments, banking, when it comes to stocks, when it comes to shares, when it comes to as per se cryptos, which we are focused on, Web3 timing is everything. It is essential. You can doing the right thing in the wrong time can give you what we call an immature result. When you do the right thing at the wrong time, will give you an immature result. So you could be investing in the right projects at the wrong time, and you get an immature result. So the key thing is, when you understand that there is a difference between knowing the right project and knowing the right time to invest in that project. These are two different things. For example, one of the calls I shared to those in the bull run group, that was it last week or so, and I invested about $5,000 into that position, and I posted it that I'm putting in $5,000. I posted a screenshot or so and all that or so, and I'm entering now at this point, and then the $5,000 turned to like $20,000, a little bit above that, $20,000 something, 20 and something thousand dollars. So let's say that was like a 45x, a 4x, sorry, a 4x. That's about 400% from my initial entry of $5,000. So it was now worth 20 something thousand dollars. And then I stated that I'll be selling off. Now, initially, my major project target for that token, which I also told them in the bull group, is 10x. That's what I'm looking at for. But it was time to pull out, and I said I'm selling off now, and this token is going to go down, really, really down. Now, I sold off. A day later or two, started going down. It's been going down ever since. And then I came again that, okay, these are the levels I'm looking at to buy this project now. That's the same project, one same project now. We've made profits buying from it, selling at the top, and then I'm also dropping another update again for those who are in the bull run group that, okay, I'm buying now at this level. And I'm not putting any extra money again. The profit I made from the first swab is what I'm using to still buy in at this level and to pick from there. And since then, it has started picking from the same levels and spot as it's going to get in. Now, this is the thing. It's always, even if I decide not to sell off earlier on, Doesn't mean it's a bad project. No, it was a good project. But even good projects are going to go down in value at some point in time. But when you have this understand that timing is everything, you will now know how best uh, to rightly trade, invest to make the most money and make the most gain, as well as make the most profits. So it's very important. This is what leads us to our the secret two. This is what leads us to secret two. In secret two is what I call the most profitable strategy. The most profitable strategy is basically knowing the two best times to buy a particular crypto or to sell a particular crypto. There are basically two best times to do that. The first best time is early entry. The second best time is what we call the sweet spot. I repeat, the first best time to the most profitable strategy is knowing the two best times, which is when we say timing, we first say time is everything, right? Now we're saying that what is the most profitable strategy? It is knowing the two best times to get in on a particular cryptocurrency asset. When you've known that, okay, this project is good, this project is solid, this project has amazing, there are two major times to look at. The first is early entries. And what does early entries means? Seed sales, private sales, pre-sales, IDOs, some called IFOs, IVOs, ICOs. These are these offer early entry opportunities to crypto tokens and crypto projects that could literally make you so much money. So much money. Most of the people you see who are progressing and it seems that they're making so much money than you is because they understand the principle of early entries. So if they are not getting in early, they are not buying that token. No matter how good the project is, as long as they're not getting in early, they missed out the early entry category. And then we have the sweet spot category. So we have the early entry category and the sweet spot category. So people who get, let's say a token is about to do a free launch, for example, and there are people who get the CA first, the contract address, who get like early CAs. Those people are also falling in the category of early entries. The kind of money they are going to make, the kind of gains they're going to make, we not cannot be quantified what you're going to make. For example, in the bull run group, December we did a couple of 100x. Like Avax on Bob, our Bob did about 120x. That's 10, 12,000%, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, about 12,000% from when I called it. And why? Because I dropped an early entry on it. Jesus on sale to did about 100x or so. I dropped an early entry on it on the bull run group in around December as well. Some of the tokens that did crazy X's with SOPAD too. I dropped SOPAD. I think dropped it generally, both on the general community, on the Telegram, our Telegram community. I dropped SOPAD, and I also dropped it on the Bull Run group too. So I shared from the Bull Run group and I posted it to the general community. And SOPAD has done over 50x, about 60, 70x. And guess what? And it's been up ever since. But this is the point here. The point was early entries. So the most profitable, so buying, you could just buy in a random coin that is good and you invest it. So the most profitable, so buying, you could just buy in a random coin that is good and you anticipate that okay, this coin you're buying that is good, is gonna do up, I'm gonna do well. But guess what? As long as it is not early entry, it is still a dicey position. That's it. That's why in the when you're a part of the bull run group, for example, you have access to the exclusive updates I drop for private sales, pre-sales, ideals, as well as you get the trainings on how you can participate in them. It's one of the things that was recently added into the bull run group. And once you join the bull run group, you have access to all that as well. So basically, early entries is key. Early entries is very, very important. So the second thing, I said the sweet spot. Now, under the category of early entries, whenever a token is about to be launched, you want to launch a coin now. Most good projects, good tokens, they go through 4 stages. The first stage they go through is the seed sale, and private sales. There's a difference between a seed sale and a private sale. So some do seed sale, then do private sale, but it's almost intertwined. Because this is like the first level of funding you're getting for a project. So there's seed sales and private sales, which is the first thing. Seed sales and private sales, so are just intertwined. Then we have um, pre-sales and IDOs. There's also a difference between a pre-sale and IDO, but it's almost still the same thing. So let's just put them in the same category. And then we have public sale and then the launch, which is what we call the TGE. So 4 steps: seed sale, private sales, which are the first set of people who buy into the token. And then we have the what's it called? After the seed sale, private sale, we have the pre-sales ideal. These are the second set of people who got involved, who get into buying into the token. And then the third category are people who get in the pre-sales. The fourth are those who get in when it launches. These are the people who get in on a token. Imagine these people might get in at the same at different times. So makes them into into so they are going to make a lot of money for that person. So the only they buy any coin that they are trans. So they just focus on how many launching in the next one, let's say 100 coins entry into 50 of these coins. I think they're doing this space, and they make so much money of people. I see. Number two, profitable strategy of knowing timing is what is true. No matter how good a project is, over time, what we call the volume is going to decrease massively, and as job, and probably is not having no, it's the most kind of consumption. Why is the massive user increase? Population, the user adoption critical price irregularity. Price irregularity means that there's an imbalance in price. Because when it comes to investment in asymmetric tools, stuffs, user adoption price follows user adoption. When there's an increase in user adoption, price follows it. But when user adoption is increased and price doesn't follow it, it creates an imbalance. So we have what we call consolidation with this. And now, reference and mixed price match up with it is what we call catalyst. Let me give an example. I've been talking and we've been doing like a post. I think day 12. I forgot to do a post yesterday because I was busy. I didn't forget it. Or that do is I think that's 12 day 12 of 100. So I have to do today. I haven't done today. So obviously thank God for this. I'm thinking before sleeping. Put it in. And now this is the thing. The user adoption for is increasing, community traction is increasing, but it seems like it's not catching up. There's a consolidation. So there's an imbalance in price. But guess what? There's something catalyst which I'm going to talk on this session. This is not the session for that. That's catalysts are going to ruin, and a couple weeks from now, this catalyst will come to LYX, and there's going to be an explosion over time in this year. And once that explosion comes in, what we call the euphoria. The euphoria is what we call FOMO. People start wanting to buy in. When people want to start getting in, it just escalates. late and just keep on getting. And you start seeing about normal. There's always so the sweet spot is the price irregularity. Why there is in user adoption, where the cap to spawn it. Like for example, like the ETF report, which I paid heavily for, despite I'm not having the funds for flying down to this great set of people, the money for flights, accommodation, staying in five-star hotels, meeting the ticket, and I still extra $5,000 for that report. And one of the key things, every information report is sweet, despite the report contains only assets that the big boys as Facebook and invested in. The only asset they are invested in, and the only asset that are guaranteed to have their own special altcoin ETs from this year, which is a government, which is not exclusive to just anybody. This is why they are, it's high value and high as well. One is for the ETF report, has access to that. In the on the sweet spot, and all you just have to do is buy time does a thing with a catalyst involved in. So let's move to step 3. So the step 1 is timing is everything. And when you know timing is everything, it leads us to step 2, secret 2. On there are two most important times, the two most profitable strategy important times when most of the coins you see that I've called has done 50, has done what's it called, has done like a 50x. Has done a 50x and probably has done 20x, done lesser than that. Most of them, majority of them, one of the things you get to one of the things you get to understand is you will see that I'm either calling those tokens on an early entry or I am calling them on a sweet spot. It's either on an early entry or on a sweet spot. So it's important to understand these two things because they are key and they are very important. If you really want to stop around, you don't just buy any crypto, you don't just want to buy any one coin, as it is definitely. So secret number 3 is to understand two important focus. The two most important on in the 2020, the two most important things you should focus on is information and access. Information and access, or should I use information and network? Now focus on getting access to the right informations and getting access to the right networks. These two things is what going to pay you more in the industry you are in. Now we have people who've been in crypto for a lot of years. They have little to nothing to show. And then we have people who got in crypto for just 2 years and they're making so much money as being for a long time. So it's not how long you've been in the space. You claim being how well you understand the game in the space, how well you understand the business of the space, and the business of this state, the amount of money who have access to the right information and the right network. So the level of information and access to the right network you have, the amount of money you're going to make in Web3, in crypto. For example, if you check on the result channel on Telegram, what is the channel again? Let me get there. Result. Okay, let's see if I share something. So this result. So you can see here, my first one was around February 2020, and I'm going to give. So for the sake for the part of Luna now, in the aspect of Luna, I'm coming. In the aspect of Luna, so this is, I'm going to show this other one now. In the aspect of Luna, was a sweet spot we got in. October 2020. Here, flow on October 2020, and it did over so uh, we talk around so somebody who got in on in guys, trying to sort out this thing. So somebody who in on flow, it was a category mean Lou calling at the category spot. Both also you can see from the results on Telegram. Now, and that is because of the level of information and as have and connected to. Because of that, we can see kind of gain. So this is why it's this focusing as difference. I also be getting access to the right because they all do more than anything. This is why people are taking and flying down to a couple of countries in events and all. Is because they understand this thing. Big informations are shared behind those. I'm using this one-on-one where you have on the physical gives you an edge to have access to information people will just be able to have it. That's how access, which selling. So it's very important. There are also people who have certain groups and networks and platforms, just like the Bullrun Group, an amazing platform. These are tools that helps you if you make a choice to go on it. In the day that we are in 2024, this time to be confused, time to job, time to lies, focus on the right the most amount and profit as well. Now, okay, let's look at for people who are quite confused about group. What you do when you you see his benefits in the Bullrun Group. First is you have access to friends, to community, and for this mega is you have access to mentorship, tutoring classes weekly to for a portfolio of how we feel that opportunity involved in the money. And I think I mentioned a bit of it already while we were while I'm teaching and telling. I made some emphasis on it as well. And what you have access to. This is the ETF report was not written by me. It's an exclusive report. They was paid for. You have direct access to the informations being given by these guys directly from the source of one of the best investors of all time with a track record of 90% win rate over time for over the span of over 20 to 30 years now. So you're going to have access to that same information, exclusive information, when you get the ETF report and all of that. So basically, that is what the ETF report is about, which we've sent several emails and I've talked about it a bit. Now, I've given us three secrets, which number one is timing is everything. Number two is if timing is everything, then when are the best two times to invest and buy into crypto? One, early entries. Two, sweet spot. If you are not getting involved in any of these two categories, you are, let me say, in the crypto world, the 10% and the 90%. The 10% making money, 90% are rigmarole masses. Now, the 10% are those who are making money. They only buy tokens in either of these categories. Sweet spot, early entry. If these tokens, no matter how good the project is, if it doesn't fall into any of place, timing, then don't buy. Buy. And number secret increase. Most focus this not reading of this. First of all, you have access to information. And also two, you have the right network. And you world you faster than anything. You will have sweeter profits getting this before when it of crypto versus the soul saying people are